So usually I start a video off kind of like this.
Good morning, you guys. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, you guys.
Good evening, you guys. Welcome back to the vlog.
Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to the vlog.
But this one's a little different. Let's start from the beginning. It's freshman year in high school. At this point in my life, we've been blessed with being stationed on Yokota Air Force Base in Japan for about 4 years. This year, unfortunately, was supposed to be our last year in Japan, and we'd be stationed somewhere back in the US. Luckily for us, towards the end of the school year, my dad received orders to what would be a turning point in my life, Okinawa, Japan. Out of all the places we've moved, this was by far the best place we've ever been stationed. This was also the place where my life would change forever. Let's fast forward to senior year. Out of the 3 years we went to Kadena High, it was senior year where we finally had one class together, and this changed everything. We would talk all the time, text each other, and would hang out with all our friends off base. The seawall being my favorite place to go. After becoming official, we would basically spend every possible minute together. Unfortunately, time is something you can never have enough of. In a blink of an eye, it was our graduation. At this point, we didn't really talk about what would happen to us. Do we break up and live our separate lives? Do we try to make it work? Jazz was off to college stateside, and I was going to the Philippines. A few days before Jazz left Oki, I gathered all the money I had and bought her a ring, a promise ring. I already knew from the start she was the girl I wanted to be with. This ring was my promise to her that I would make it back to her someday. So we stayed in contact through Facebook and Skype. So the first 2 years kind of looked like this. Being on opposite ends of the earth, we had to time our Skype calls. Our time zones were exactly 12 hours apart. So when it was 9 on a Saturday evening for Jazz, it would be Sunday 9 a.m. for me. We would schedule out times where it would work for the both of us. There were semesters where our schedules lined up perfectly and we were able to talk at least once a day. There would also be times where we would barely talk. Some days one of us would stay up all night just so we could talk to the other one. The nights that Jasmine actually stayed up were pretty funny because she would get a little loopy.
Break it down, Mom.
Have you ever seen Rocco's Marshmallows?
No.
Rocco's Marshmallows. Rocco's Modern Life. What are you doing?
Recording you.
Robin!
So fast forward about 2 years after graduation. It was 2 years since we last seen each other, and it was 2 years of Skype calling, you guys. Talking over Skype is completely different from seeing each other again in person. I'm still thankful today that we had Skype because I have no idea how we would have made it without Skype. I was able to actually get a flight back to visit Jasmine, so that was the first time seeing Jazz after 2 whole years. So this is what it looked like. That's a video.
Ah!
Something for us to remember.
That's not a picture.
After visiting her after the 2-year mark, I had to go back. I was fortunate enough that my parents actually let me go back stateside to go visit Jasmine. Not only did I get to visit her, but I got to stay an entire month over there. After another 2 years, I was able to visit Jazz again, but this time it was for graduation, and this time I was here to stay. And after being apart for nearly 4 years of Skype calls and Facebook, I was finally here to stay. It wasn't until about 2 years ago where I started recording videos and had an intent of doing something with it. I've always had a love for videos and photography, and it was about time that I actually did something with that. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but for me, I forget what happened in that picture. I forgot the whole backstory, how we got to that point. So I started making videos. A lot of these videos I kept to myself because I was afraid of what would happen. I was afraid of who would judge us for what we're doing. It took me, even up till now, I feel weird about talking to a camera or vlogging in public, but that's something I just need to get over with. And that's something that we're both doing, and that's something that Jazz has helped me overcome. I know it's crazy spending only 9 months with someone and then spending 4 years apart, only Skype dates. I'm not gonna lie, it was really difficult. It wasn't always rainbows and butterflies. It wasn't always easy for us. There were times that we did fight,
I'm gonna be a sad puppy.
but we overcame that. Now, experiencing a long distance relationship, communication is definitely key. You have to be open and willing to communicate with each other. It is very difficult for anything to work out if both people are not willing to communicate, talk things out, and try to overcome the challenge of long distance together. It is not easy. I am thankful that after everything we've been through the past 4 years, that we still came out on top, and that we're still together, and that we still continue to go on these adventures together and learn how to cope with life. Relationships have their ups and downs, but as long as you guys could communicate and work together, anything's possible. So here we are, almost 10 years later now, and Jazz and I are still together. We're still trying to go on adventures together, spend as much time as possible together. I just want to say thank you for these amazing past 10 years. I'm trying my best to provide the life that you deserve, become the man that you deserve, and just give you everything that you ever wanted, because you deserve it. Over these past few years, you've shown me nothing but love and affection. You always take care of me, and my only wish is that I could give you everything you ever deserved and wanted in this world. So happy 10 years. I love you so much. I can't wait for this next chapter in our lives, and thank you for these past 10 years. I love you. Happy 10 years. I hope you enjoyed this little video that I made for you, and I love you.